I mean, research essentially, science in general, is a search for knowledge, it's a search for truth. And I think the wonderful thing about, particularly in the area that I work in, is being able to translate research that you find into benefits for patients or into changing policy that the government lays down. Ultimately, the thing that drives me in research is being able to help patients. So my name is Justin Sinclair. I'm a research fellow here at Nickham Health Research Institute at Western Sydney University. I coordinate the Australian Medicinal Cannabis Research and Education Collaboration, and I'm also a PhD student that's investigating the use of medicinal cannabis for the symptomatic management of endometriosis. So I started out finishing my complementary medicine studies at the end of my 20s, and then started in education, so started working as a lecturer. Being a lecturer and being able to, or needing to, provide your students with the best evidence, you have to read a lot. And so I started to see just how much research hasn't been done on a lot of the topics that we were talking about. And that got me interested in research. My specific research interest for my PhD is looking at cannabis and its use for the symptomatic management of the female reproductive condition known as endometriosis. You want to try and identify the gaps and then go in there, and the beauty about doing that for cannabis is that there's been not a lot done in this area. Looking at publication, I think you can break it down into publishing for peer-reviewed journal articles and publishing for, say, textbooks. When you submit an assignment to a lecturer or teacher, they mark it, and that's pretty much the exact same process as peer review, except it goes generally out to 2 experts in the field, and when they come back with their comments or criticism, it actually makes you a better writer. I think it's really important for students to consider this, because writing at an undergraduate level, I know of numerous students that have produced work that was good enough and that has gone on to be peer-reviewed in the peer-reviewed journals. So you can do it as a student. You don't necessarily need to be a researcher. We've published 2 papers this year looking at a survey data that we've had from women that are using cannabis illicitly to manage the symptoms and pain of their endometriosis. And we've been contacted by researchers all around the world that are really interested in this research that they're now starting to look into. We were even contacted and had a meeting with the Federal Health Minister's office to actually talk to them about our research and how women are using this and how they can try and bring those women from using an illicit product onto using a medically quality assured and under the supervision of their doctor. So they're fairly significant benefits that we've had from the research that we've been able to put out in such a small time. So if you're interested in going into research, see if you can find a paper that you did particularly well or that you got really good feedback from one of your lecturers, and then find a mentor that can help take you through that peer review process and get it published in a journal. Many journals in Australia have undergraduate sections, so for students to publish. So I think the future of research in complementary medicine is a very bright one. One of the things for our profession moving forward as well is that the more research that gets done, there's greater acceptance, professionalism, understanding what we do well, what we don't do well. You know, worrying about not having enough topics to go into, that it's endless. There's so many topics of research that students could go into.